The Justice Society led by Carter Hall, better known as Hawkman, has been introduced in the movie Black Adam. However, how did the mace-wielding vigilante get his superhuman abilities in the first place? It's not necessary for Black Adam to take viewers through the histories of every Justice Society member. But there's enough backstory in the movie and in certain prequel comic books that are connected to it for viewers to understand where these heroes came from. So where did Hawkman get his powers from? Hawkman first appeared as Carter Hall as an archaeologist and museum curator. At some time, he was chosen to be the vehicle for Khufu, an ancient Egyptian prince who appears in DC Comics. According to Encyclopedia Britannica, a real-life Egyptian pharaoh by the name of Khufu ruled the prehistoric society in the 25th century BCE. Assuming the identity of Hawkman, Carter gathers other superheroes, such as Dr. Fate and Atom Smasher, to join the Justice Society. According to the DCEU Wiki, some of Hawkman's abilities include flying, rebirth, super strength, super speed, super durability, and quick healing. Hawkman's helmet, wings, and spiky mace are made of the rare and exotic material known as North Metal, which gives the hero unique abilities. This includes defense mechanisms in the mace, which enables him to seriously harm adversaries without killing them. Let's also get into some history and origin. It doesn't appear like the genesis of Hawkman in Flash Comics will ultimately disrupt DC's space-time continuum of beginnings. As previously indicated, he first appeared as Carter Hall, an archaeologist. Prince Khufu's most recent incarnation found a ninth metal, or nth metal, which defied gravity and gave him the ability to fly. Hall took on the identity of Hawkman and battled the Nazis and the ills of crime while donning a costume with huge wings. As a museum curator, Hall had access to the collection of antiquated weaponry at the institution, which he exploited to great effect. Hawkman's buddy Hawk, Big Red, also assisted him in battling crime. Let's also talk about JSA a little. The Justice Society of America, the first superhero team in comic books, made their debut in the winter of 1940 with the publication of All-Star Comics number 3. Dr. Fate, Hourman, the Spectre, Sandman, Atom, the Flash, Green Lantern, and, of course, Hawkman, who would take over as the JSA's chairman in issue number 8, were among the group's initial members. In between serving as chairman and taking against evil, Hall reconnected with Hawkgirl, the reincarnated bride of Khufu. This incarnation of the character predominated for 11 years before Hawkman's Golden Age run came to an end in 1951's All-Star Comics number 57. Hawkman is also featured in Crisis on Infinite Earths. Hawkman's origins only really started to cause problems in the renowned Crisis on Infinite Earths series in 1985. For those who are unaware, Crisis was a significant alteration to DC continuity that combined all of the universe's Earths, many of which seem to have been created randomly to advance a plot, into a single one with a new timeline. In this scenario, the JSA was present and active in the 1940s, while the JLA was present decades later. Now that is established, Hawkman was active in the 1940s but did not come to Earth until the 1980s. Many authors tried to fix the issue, but all they managed to do was make it worse. Things start to become hazy at this point. What better way to resolve the issue of Hawkman's inclusion in the DC continuity than to introduce yet another distinct origin story? Thanagar was portrayed in the DC television series Hawkworld as a culture that attempted to conquer other worlds in order to advance itself. When Qatar Hol, a Thanagarian official's son, revolted against the oppression, Qatar and his companion Shayera were sent to Earth. So youngsters, keep on going. Just now did this fresh Qatar Hol arrive on Earth. Who was the other Qatar Hol, though, assuming he is Qatar Hol? Other variants, it was explained, including a Thanagarian agent named Fel Andar who was dispatched to spy on the JLA in the 1980s, and just combining all the various Hawkmen into a Hawk God, figures from the Golden Age who are still active despite retiring in 1951. Finally, a workable answer to the legend of Hawkman's Gordian knot appeared in the 1999 JSA series. Remember the Egyptian prince Khufu from the beginning? The show reveals that Khufu found a Thanagarian spacecraft that had crashed, and also reveals that Khufu was the inspiration for every iteration of Hawkman since he was cursed to be resurrected repeatedly as a hero with a hawk motif. However, Kater Deathbringer from prehistoric Egypt is truly the first Hawkman. He opted to have several rebirths until he had rescued more lives than he had taken in his previous life as a murderous Deathbringer. Done? Oh, you stupid reader. I wish. According to the Hawkman series from 2018, Khufu and his wife Shayera do indeed reincarnate, although not in a straight manner. They have several lives and appear on Earth, Krypton, and other worlds both in the past and in the present. Simply put, they are unable to recall who, when, or where they were. So simple as mud, right? And as this in-depth Lives of Hawkman flowchart illustrates, that is still simply a hawk's eye perspective. And finally, let's also see what movies and TV shows has featured Hawkman. As a result, the complicated background of the character has often been diluted when it appears in other forms of media, such as Qatar Hole or Carter Hall. Super Friends, Young Justice, Justice League Action, and the 1979 television special Legends of the Superheroes all featured Bill Knuckles as Qatar Hole. Batman the Brave and the Bold, DC Superhero Girls, Smallville, DC's Legends of Tomorrow, and Stargirl all include the character as played by Carter Hall. The latter is the case with Aldous Hodge's portrayal in Black Adam, and given the Egyptian connection there, it is probably going to be a major narrative device in the exchanges between Hodge's upright Hawkman and Dwayne Johnson's anti-hero Teth Adam the Black Adam. That's all for now. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you soon.